Welcome to Suvarna's educational channel. We have started this channel in order to enlighten everyone.
The entire paper 2 is about European history. And in the European history, you're going to learn how Europe had to face a lot of struggles in different periods of time to enjoy the freedom. Before to begin our class, children, please keep all your accessories ready so that whenever I pose questions to you, you can answer. Let's quickly get into the lesson. So children, today we are going to learn the first lesson, that is changing cultural traditions in Europe from 1300 to 1800 AD. And this lesson I have divided into 6 segments. Today you are going to learn the first part of the lesson. Please observe this map. Can you guess which map it is? Yes, it is Europe map. You can see the present Europe, how it is, and how it is enjoying the freedom at present. The reason behind showing this map, children, to show that this independent Europe also had to face a lot of struggles in the past history in different periods of time. So let us see why and how it has to face a lot of struggles in different periods of time. European history is divided into 4 periods, that is ancient period, which lasts up to 400 AD, medieval period, which lasts 400 to 1300 AD, early modern period 1300 to 1800 AD, and the last one, modern period 1800 to the present. Let's quickly see the first period, that is ancient period, up to 400 AD. During the ancient period, the entire Europe was dominated by the Roman Empire. Children, look at the map. Roman Empire is at its heights. You see, the entire Roman Empire was controlled by Roman Empire. And the entire Europe was controlled by Roman Empire, Turkey and Egypt for a long period of time. During this time, Italy and Rome had flourished. And also the culture of the Europe developed during this period and in Greece and Rome. You see the sculpture, painting and buildings as well. It has a high order during this period, and Roman Empire declined after 400 AD. You can imagine, after 400 AD, when Roman Empire had declined, there were no trade with the other cities like Western Europe. Because there was trade minimal, what happened? Europe soon came to be dominated by another social system called feudalism. Children, do you know what is the meaning of feudalism? This feudalism had emerged during the medieval period, that is 400 AD to 1300 AD. Feudalism is nothing but it is a political power which was with the feudal lords or the warrior lords. I repeat, children, feudalism is nothing but political power was with large warrior lords who control the villages and peasants. So, these peasants were mostly serfs who had to work in the lands of the warrior lords. And also, these serfs had to fight for the warrior lords. You can imagine how they were suffering under the feudal system. Children, when I say peasants and the serfs, can you remember anything that is related to Indian system also? Yes, absolutely right. In India also there was serfdom called vetti, which means peasants or the slaves had to work under the zamindars. The similar situation took place in India also during the zamindar system that emerged. Therefore, these peasants, were very much suffocated. They were working in the lands of the warrior lords. At the same time, they too had their own land to work to sustain their own families. And children, I have told you that these peasants also had to fight for the warrior lords. These warrior lords were constantly at war with each other, which created a lot of insecurity for the peasants. Now we can imagine a kind of disturbance in the society of Europe, isn't it? Roman Empire had declined. Later on, we have a new system called feudalism that had emerged, and under the feudalism, peasants were suffering a lot. You can observe in this picture how the warrior lords were controlling the peasants. See how they are forced to work in the lands of the warrior lords. And you can observe here, see how the peasants were surrendering themselves to the king here. And here is the feudalism in Europe, the hierarchical structure of the feudalism in Europe, which will be in detail discussed in the next slide. You can see here, children, feudalism structure. At the topmost hierarchy, we have king, who is the head of all. The second hierarchy, second part of the hierarchy, we have the lords, who are powerful landowners. And the third part of the hierarchy is occupied by the knights, who are armed warriors and also noble people here. And at the bottommost part of the hierarchy, we have the peasants. See here how the peasants are working in the lands of the warrior lords. And you see, after the feudal system, we have another thing that happened in Europe. Roman Catholic Church. You can see here church, and also here we have bishop, priests, and the common people. Children, can you guess anything here? What the bishop is doing? Yes, bishop is blessing the common people. So what can you feel there? These people are above the hierarchy, which means they are dominating the common people. They had acted as the mediators between the God and the people. Therefore, Roman Catholic Church had its own dominance over Europe. And what happened here? Culture of the people came to be dominated by the Roman Catholic Church. We have seen Roman Empire decline. After that, we have feudalism. Later on, again, Roman Catholic Church, which is dominating the common people. And it had adhered, emphasized its own Christian faith on the people. Adhered means they had forced to believe whatever the church was telling, which means there was no freedom for people to think for themselves. Whatever the priest told them, they had to believe. Within this situation, what happened? The great cultural achievements of the ancient period were forgotten and lost. Because of this kind of situation began after 1300 AD, which means there was a change with the situation in Europe. What kind of change that we will discuss soon. Before to discuss that, children, here is a small task for you. Please check yourself. Here are the questions that I am going to pose. I'll give you a few minutes. Please check your answers. Children, here are your answers. I hope all of you have written correctly. If you haven't written, please note down the correct answers. Very good, children. The next part that we are going to learn, early modern period. Children, do you know how the early modern period or the medieval world 1300 to 1800 was? Please observe these pictures. See the structure of their houses, the governance of the state, art and architecture. See how the people are ruling the common people and their emblem. Did you observe any changes in the pictures? Yes, there are a lot of changes in these two pictures. There is a lot of changes in the customs, traditions, culture, and also in the art and the architecture, even in the state and its governance. As you have observed a lot of changes between 1300 to 1800, let's see in detail how this change occurred. What are the causes for it? As we have seen, the period of 1300 to 1800 is called as the early modern period according to the British or the European history. Children, I repeat, the period of 1300 to 1800 is called the early modern period according to the British or the European history. Now in this lesson, we are going to analyze how did human mindset have changed over the generations, especially from the early modern period to the present till day. How did this modernization had stepped in? Before understanding that, let's see here the medieval period or the medieval world. As we have seen, Europe was dominated completely by Roman Empire. There were vibrant cities like Rome and Greece. They had the habit of sculpture and painting. By 400 AD, Roman Empire had declined, and also there was new system called feudalism. Can you guess, children, why this great revolution in England had occurred? Absolutely right. As we have seen, under feudal system, people, peasants were suffering a lot. That's why there was a great revolt of the peasants in England in 1381. Please note down, children, the great revolt of peasants took place in England in 1381. What would be the causes? It's just to break the serfdom. You know what is the meaning of serfdom, right? Yes, peasants had to work in the lands of the warrior lords and also had to fight for them in the wars. The control of the lords and the church over people began to change and people enjoyed more freedom. Because of this great revolution, peasants started to revolt against the situations of Europe, which was really very bad and it had suffocated people a lot. That's the reason there was a revolution and there was no more control of the laws and the church over the people. And therefore, people started to enjoy more freedom. And because of this independence, there was long distance trade between European countries like countries and China, Arabia, India and Egypt was reviving. That means again they started to trade with another countries and priests started to lose their dominance, which means people started to think why we need mediator between God and the man. Why can't we talk to God directly? Yes, children, hope you have understood. Before to enter into another topic, I would like to test yourself. Here are a few questions that I'm posing for you. Please answer to the questions. Very good, children. Hope you have answered well. Please check your answers if they are correct or not. Great job, children. Very good. Let's quickly review the entire lesson, that is part 1, that you have seen today. You have seen different periods in European history, that is ancient period up to 400 AD, medieval period 400 AD to 1300 AD, and early modern period 1300 to 1800 AD, and modern period 1800 to the present. You have seen only 3 periods until early modern period 1300 to 1800 AD today. In our next session, we are going to learn modern period 1800 to the present, and also Renaissance and revival of Italian cities and what changes had occurred in European society. Here is your home assignment. Please take down your questions. We will discuss the answers in our next session. Here are some of the important terms in the lesson, children. Please go through these terms so that it will help you to write the answers for the questions. Okay, children, hope you have understood well. And in our next session, we will meet with more interesting topics about Europe.